see if I am live. Happy Friday, everyone. Hello, hello. Hi. If you are joining the Morning Huddle on Friday edition, welcome to the Morning Huddle. I have this thing of like always singing when I start these things. So, good morning. If you're coming in and tuning in, tapping in, um, live, come and say hi to me, please. And then obviously, if you're in replay, also, I'd love to hear from you as well. So, good morning. I hope everyone had a really great week. And if you had a great week, I want to know about it. Let me know how your week went. Um, and today I want to talk a little bit about blind spots. Um, and I also want to talk a little bit about where I was going to read something to you. But before I do, I'm like a little scattered. Um, I've just been like doing the morning thing, right? It's morning here in Cleveland. So doing the morning thing, laundry, dogs, all that. And then I think most of you know that my daughter and I, we have gone to see Florence and the Machine a number of times this summer, and my daughter sent me this TikTok, which I thought was going to be a funny TikTok because usually she sends me funny things. Um, and instead, she sent me this TikTok about a woman sharing that she went to a Florence and the Machine concert, and she was slipped drugs in her drink, and thank goodness one of the one of the people around them saw it and brought the police over. Um, and the only reason I'm bringing this up is because it's the third recent story I've heard, not just on TikTok, but another story from actually one of my clients, and then another story from one of my clients' really good friends. So 3 times in the last few months, I've heard about women being drugged in different places, bars, concerts. And I know that, it happens, but when you hear it happening so often, um, it really, it's really scary. It's so scary. And it kind of leads into the word blind spot. Um, so I wanted to talk a little bit about blind spots in your business, and it was somewhat relative because these are blind spots. These are women that had no idea that um, they totally didn't see that this was happening, and they didn't know what was coming. Um, and that was life or death, right, for their blind spot. Now, our blind spots on a day to day, we can't see our blind spots because they're blind spots. Like that's the whole point. So even if we really wanted to see, we can't. We don't have the ability to. They're blind to us. So um, I I in my recent life with blind spots when it comes to my business, I tend to do too much. So I'm not the procrastinator, but I tend to do too much. So one of my blind spots is not being able to sit and really look at um, sit and stop and look and reset. I just keep going, right? And we all need to reset. We need to recharge, and I just keep going. And what I do when I have a blind spot, I don't know, right? I don't know I have it. So that's where coaches come into play. Like I really need my coach to tell me what my blind spots are and tell me and help me and guide me through those because we really don't know. And sometimes with our blind spots, we have no idea what they are until we do a lot of internal work to figure out what they are. So I want to read this. in addition to talking about blind spots, I put in there, I wanted to read this to you. It was my morning meditation this morning, and it was really relevant to this discussion. So here it goes. It goes like this. Are you ready, willing, and able? So, are you ready, willing, and able? Where's my hair like being weird? Um, are you ready, willing, and able? Have you cleared the path you want to travel? Are you ready, willing, and able to do whatever it takes to have what you want? Decide what you want. Be as clear as you can be. Say it, write it, share your idea with a friend. Then ask yourself if you're ready, willing, and able to do whatever it takes to get what you want. Ask yourself that question as often as you need to. Watch how you feel when you say what you want. Look for objections, blocks from within, obstacles on your path. Look closely at yourself, your fears, your angers, your resistance. Let your feelings come up, acknowledge them, and then let them go. One after another, remove the blocks until the path you want to travel is clear. Remove the obstacles until you can clearly see your vision and your voice is strong and clear. I'm ready, willing, and able to have what I want, and it's my highest good. So, so it doesn't mean saying the words "Are you ready, willing, and able to do whatever it takes?" means that you have to hustle and burn out and be filled with stress and frustration. Being ready, willing, and able to do whatever it takes means removing the blocks so you can, removing the obstacles so you can, right? So it is not like hustle, hustle, hustle. It's what potentially is standing in my way, and what are the things I need to do to unblock that, to remove that obstacle. And a lot of times that means really looking at ourselves. So some coaches, we call that mindset work, internal, self-discovery, self-inventory. Those are all things that we can do so we can start to move in the direction to get really what we want. Willing, able, ready. It also means that we're going to move our feet a lot too. Oh, my dog sees um, the what is it called? I can't think. The truck outside. So I'll give you an example of this in a couple of ways of being ready, willing, and able to do whatever it takes to get what you want. And that would be good morning. Hi, honey. My daughter just joined. So doing whatever it takes to get what you really want. I'll give you a few examples. The first would be my most recent situation with that, which was having weight loss surgery. And the story goes like this. I'm ready and willing and able to get what I want. And what I want is to be healthy and to live longer and to not have restrictions. And I have dealt with this my whole life, right? So it's not anything new. It's just I was ready, willing, and able to do whatever it takes to get what I want. And so what that meant was that I first had to like hit this space where I didn't want to be anymore. So that happened when my husband and I were in Mexico, and I was the highest weight I had ever been. And for the entire week in this beautiful, glorious setting, I was huffing and puffing and couldn't do anything. I was completely restricted from the time I got on the plane until the time I got home. And that's when I said, that's it. And I started researching. Surgery centers. And as soon as I found a surgery center that I really liked and a surgeon I really liked, they asked me, am I ready to do whatever it takes, right? Am I ready? And I did. I followed those things that they asked me to do. I hired myself a health and wellness coach. I walked a journey with her. She was absolutely a lifesaver for me through that process. And 3 months later, I had the surgery, and that was 4 months ago. So that was really recent, right? I did whatever it took for my greatest good, right? And I feel so much better, and the journey has just begun, right? This is just another chapter, another journey of doing whatever it takes to get what I want. Another example would be, and you guys have all of these too, all of these examples that you can be thinking of right now and having some aha moments. Another example would be, hi Linda, good morning, would be when I got sober, right? So I'm a young, stupid kid, in my early 20s, and had tons of moments of clarity, but that one moment, I made a decision and said, I can't do this anymore, right? I can't do this anymore. And then my very first sponsor in AA said, are you willing to do whatever it takes? Same thing. Are you willing to do whatever it takes? And it didn't mean that I was going to hustle. It means that I was going to do a lot of work within and a lot of work so I could unblock to get there, to get what I wanted. And what I wanted was to be happy, joyous, and free. What I wanted was to be able to live a life without having to self medicate, you know? So I was willing to do whatever it took. And then the last example would be the journey that I've been on with leaving, leaving, leaving work, leaving the job, leaving someone else to be responsible for, and being responsible for my own, completely responsible for my own business and my own professional life. And also process, right? Hired a coach, really looked internally, started to do the work, doing whatever it took to get to my greatest good. And still on that journey, it's evolving so much. I'm so excited about 2023 and the women that I are going to come into my path to support. It is everything to me. That sacred heart that someone said to me yesterday. Yesterday, I got to spend 2 hours with a woman, and even though we are so different, we are so much the same. And we spent 2 hours together just being present for each other and just talking and listening and being there. And we connected, and that's such a gift that we get to connect. And she mentioned the Sacred Heart, and I've been thinking about that ever since yesterday, that Sacred Heart that lives in us, and in all of the other people that live in there too. So, um, so yes, when you are in a place where you're ready, willing, and able to get what you want, know that there are going to be blocks, there are going to be obstacles, and there are going to be blind spots. And that in those you can find all of those. You can find and unblock all of those along the way. That doesn't mean that you have to completely stop until they're removed. You keep on moving. Messy action. We keep on moving. We don't stop. It's okay to be messy. So yeah, thank you for spending the week with me and with these morning huddles. I've been really enjoying doing them. FYI, I have something up my sleeve coming in October, middle of October and November. That is similar to what we're doing here. I'm not going to spill the beans yet, but there'll be something coming out soon, very similar to this. And would love to know how your week went and what wins you got, what challenges you faced. I think some of the challenges that I faced was boundaries, not placing enough boundaries. I do that quite often, and still working too much. Like those are like my own challenges. So really curious to know what your challenges were, what your wins were. My wins, I got to meet some really amazing women this week, some new women. I got to work with some amazing clients this week that had some great wins, some great insights, some great aha moments. So would love to hear what yours are, and have a wonderfully blessed day and weekend, and I'll see you everyone on Monday. Oh, actually, I'm not sure if I'll see everybody on Monday. It's my birthday next week. I'm a Libra, and next week I am going to Canada Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. So depending on where we are, I may go live Monday and Tuesday, but I'll be around sometime next week. My birthday, I will for sure be live. My birthday is next Wednesday, the 5th, and I turn 46. So, all right, everybody. Thanks for joining. I really appreciate it. I love doing these, and I'll see all of you later. Bye.